What's up guys, it's your boy Neo Kai here coming at you today with another video, and it seems like they've released a kit for the new Ultra Super Gogeta that's coming out. Now usually we wait till reset, well a couple hours before reset for Dragon Ball Z Space to release the kit and stats, but it seems like for the first time ever Legends has actually released a video showing off his abilities and stuff, and I just want to quickly go over it. Obviously at the start of the video they show off the new character coming and bloody blah. They say a lot of things. Alright, so yeah, I've turned the captions on so we can hear what they're saying. I mean, see what they're saying. But yeah, pretty much at the start they're just showing off, of course, what he is. He is a melee type blue unit. Those are all his tags: Saiyan, Super Saiyan, Otherworld, Fusion, Warrior Fusion. Now remember, Super Saiyan, Bardock is a Super Saiyan. So yeah, let's not forget about that. He is obviously from Saga from the movies as well, and you already know who's from Saga from the movies. Yeah, and now this Z ability is some that I don't know how to feel about it. 3% to Super Saiyan special move damage inflicted. That is the first time there's been a unit that does this, to be honest. Of course, we have the Bulma or whatever. She reduces cost of 50 move, but as far as giving damage inflicted to a 50 move, this is in fact the first unit. I don't know how they're gonna go about this. It could get real sticky and real ruthless with these Z abilities now. Are we eventually gonna get units that just give damage inflicted with Z abilities and stuff like that? You know what I mean? I don't know, this could get real sticky. But anyways, moving on. He does buff Saiyans as well, to be honest. If you look over here, he buffs Saiyans, Fusion Warrior as well. So that's two pretty good, two of the best tags in the game, I'd say. Now here we go. Taking a look at his strikes. His strike does have blast armor on it, impact damage, so it does more damage than usual. And he restores ki by 5 when he does strikes. Now we already know Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and the LF Yellow Frieza, how oppressive strike cards can be with blast armor on it. And yeah, pretty much. I think this guy has blast armor on everything that like lunges forward, pretty much, that is strike based. He does restore 5 ki as well to his strike card, so pretty much they don't cost as much. And yeah, moving on to, it shows his 50 move. This is what his 50 move does. Cannot be interrupted by charging forward with blast armor. So basically his 50 move has blast armor. It has increased damage inflicted as well to his 50 move when he throws it. And then when you throw his 50 move, it destroys all of your enemies' cards. Now the reason why this can be so like devastating is because imagine you're throwing a combo on an enemy, and like you finish with the 50 move, yeah. When you finish the combo, you throw out the 50 move, yeah. You've done your combo, and the enemy can't even return with a combo straight away. You're both left with no cards each, pretty much, and you have draw speed to get them back quicker. So pretty much you've done your combo, and you're the first one to be able to do the next combo. I mean, this guy is a true ultra unit, man. His green card also, yeah. So basically, his green card is a standing still green card. It's like a time stop green card. So he just does it on the spot. And look what it does. It nullifies enemies' special actions when they activate when changing cover. So it nullifies cover change for 10 timer counts on the green card. Increases strike damage. Obviously, we don't know how much by. Cancels own attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. So absolute no debuffs, nothing, straight raw power. Cancels enemy attribute upgrades, activates twice. Now that is extremely underrated. Restores ki by 30. Now someone you can compare this to is Super Saiyan 4. He does restore ki as well. I think it's by 50 or 40 maybe. He destroys enemy cards and he takes away all the buffs and stuff. And he nullifies cover change, but the difference is you have to lunge forward with Gogetas. So it makes it so you can only use the card in a situation where like you can reach the enemy basically, or else you're leaving yourself open. Whereas this is a time stop green card, so you can go forward, press it, look for a timing or something. Do you know what I mean? It's a time stop green card, so pretty much you click it and he just stands there, and you can either hit time a sidestep, or if they've got like, if you see an attack incoming, you can just press your strike card and it has blast armor on it as well. So if you see an exclamation mark, some sort of attack, as long as it is in a 50 or ult, this guy will blast armor through it after you pop this green as well. And then you got the no cover change. I mean, he's looking already pretty good. And now his ult, Now, the one thing I want to say here is he can't draw his ult more than once. And you might be thinking how? Well, the first way he can draw it is with his main. The second way he can draw his ult should come up soon, and you'll see how. But pretty much his ult, what does it do? It deals supreme impact damage, so the highest multiplier in the game, along with like the likes of UI and GOGETA Blue and LF Broly. Obviously, it has blast armor. It has inflicted ultimate damage upon activation. This, I can't even explain how much damage inflicted this man has. Nullifies enemies restore own health when it reaches 0. So it nullifies endurance, which is even more handy nowadays, you know, with the amount of endurance characters they are flying about. This man is like, he's looking real broken, to the extent that I think he might be the best unit in the game. But we won't get too ahead of ourselves just yet. Alright, so moving on to the main ability. So when you pop his main, this is what happens. It destroys all of your own cards. Randomly destroys one of your own cards, sorry. So basically, when you pop them in, it destroys your card. And let me just get rid of the captions, because we don't really need them here. Just give me 1 second. Alright, so when you it destroys all of your own cards. Destroys one of your own cards and draws the ult, pretty much like a Vegeta Blue's ability, which is pretty handy, you know. I know if you got 1-2 cards, it might destroy a card, but at the end of the day, the ult hits like a tank. Believe me, it's all you need. And pretty much, just give me 1 second. Let me just. Sorry about that. And yeah, where was I again? Oh yeah, and pretty much, it doesn't matter. When you have, like, you destroy a card of his ult, trust me, the ult is gonna hit like such a tank, and it's gonna have more of a pro, I think. Because when you have a full deck of cards, you can pop your main and it will always be in your hand. You'll always be able to launch the ult if it's in a combo, in a situation where you can use it. And of course, he has blast armor when going forward. Your main ability also restores health. We don't know how much by. Could be really oppressive if it's by a lot, because this man can restore health. I'll tell you that now. You'll see how. He also restores ki, obviously, and damage inflicted for only 15 timer counts. Now, it's not the craziest main ability, but do you know what? You don't need crazy. You just need good. It is a very, very devastating main ability in the fact that what it can do is like VB's main ability pretty much. Restores ki. You're gonna see pretty much. So that's his main. It only needs 20 timer counts to activate as well, which is very short compared to other main abilities that require ults, which is normally like 25 timer counts. So yeah, the 5 timer counts really comes in clutch. Right, so moving on to his unique abilities. Alright, so the first unique ability, yeah, this is where I'm thinking, hang about. The following effects occur at the time of battle start. None of these can be cancelled, what I'm about to read. 100% to damage inflicted, minus 50% to damage received, increase odds card draw speed by 1 level. Now, my head's spinning right now. First of all, this is cannot be cancelled. The highest multipliers on either side, damage inflicted and reduced damage received, that I've probably ever seen, both on the same unit. And do you know what I'm really freaking out on? Yeah, what I'm thinking, hang by, yeah, there's no timer count on this where it says increase odd card draw speed by 1. Does this man have a permanent draw speed? Now, on another ability that we just seen before, it showed that I had 15 timer counts. Oh no, sorry, you're gonna see it here. I'll show you basically. So this is his unique gauge. He also has a unique gauge that is used, that fills when you use a card. Green 50, strike. So Trunks takes a few cards, about 4 or 5 cards. So I'd say his is similar attack wise maybe. The 50 gives out more obviously, and I don't know about the ult. But once the ult unique gauge is filled, the unique gauge will go back to 0, and these things happen. So you draw a 50 move, you restore health by 15% and ki by 40, and 20% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, and another reduced damage received cannot be cancelled. Applies until the next combo you received. So this man's already getting 70% to reduced damage received, about 120 odd damage inflicted. It's looking real crazy. Obviously, the craziest thing is, let me explain this unique gauge to you. So basically, he throws cards, he refills the gauge. When the gauge is refilled, he draws a 50. So don't forget, you can throw your cards and combo the 50 into that same combo as long as the gauge is refilled, and it will reset. You can keep restoring your health by 15%, keep drawing 50s, keep getting damage inflicted buffs, reduce damage received, and you restore 40 ki. As long as you have 10ish ki, you throw in that 50 as long as your gauge fills. This, I think, is going to be one of the most oppressive things. And his 50 destroys all your opponent's cards. Actually, let's be honest, I don't even know what the most oppressive thing is. Now, as you can see, it says here, reduce at the bottom, reduce next damage sustained by 20%. Oh no, sorry, above that, 20% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. As you can see, they've added a timer counts to that ability, but they haven't to the card draw speed, which makes me think it's permanent. Oh, boys. And we're not done yet. We are not done yet. Obviously, now this is his second part of his unique ability. Randomly destroys one of your own cards and draws an ultimate card if 2 allies are defeated. If this man is last man standing pretty much, you get another ult. Yep, you heard me right. This man can draw multiple ults. Why not just last man standing, pop your main, then you got 2 ults in your hand and start laying rip. Oh my days. He also has a 20% damage inflicted against tag powerful opponent, and Saga from the movies cannot be cancelled. So that's 140 against these dudes. And let's just have a looky at what the fucky here. So episode Saga from the movies includes man like Revive Purple LF Gohan, Gogeta Blue, LF Broly, the Zenkai transforming fusion Gogeta. I mean, we're talking some of the biggest units in the game, and tag powerful opponent. So basically every single villain in the game as well. Gogeta does not care. Of course, he has a cover change on strike cards, and you can combo that disgusting 50 move off of it as well. Now this is another thing as well. Applies the following effects to this character when there is a defeated battle member. I think that means a defeated ally battle member. There only has to be one. Inflicts all enemies with no switching. When this man enters the battle, if someone gets defeated, activates twice. Holy smokes. Nullifies own unfavorable element factors for 10 timer counts, activates twice. If someone dies, this man reduces element factor and you're locked in with him. Holy smokes. Oh my days, this unit is broken. Shortens ally substitution count by 5 when enemies activate Rising Rush whilst this character is on the battlefield. What? I can't even fathom how much stuff this guy has. So if you guys are unaware of what that means, that basically means, oh my days, when you press the rush with this guy, everyone, guess who's gonna work perfect with that? You already know. The man like Purple Revive Gohan, man like Moj Oob as well, all these endurance units. Oh my days, this guy, he just has to go crazy in every way. Now, I don't know where to begin. Obviously, oh yeah, with his leader ability as well. Now, if he's the leader in the battle, in the party, he gets 30% to another 30% to damage inflicted. So that's like over 170% to damage inflicted, and plus 30% to key recovery, just bombing through key. If this character is not the battle member, you get 5% to damage inflicted, 5% to key recovery per fusion member. So basically, what this means is, if he's the leader, you get another 30% to damage inflicted for this unit and 30% to key. If he isn't, you can only get up to 3 battle members. Up to 3 battle members and 3 support members will be counted. And so I think he gets around, he can get more, I think, then he can go up to 35% to damage inflicted if he's in the party, but they all have to be fusion members. Of course, they're doing this to make sure you don't use, of course you can use him in any team. Look at the damage he gets if he's the leader. This is his ultra ability, by the way, separate from everything else. Oh my days. But they want you to use him in fusion audio. Is there anything else here? Does this man need anything else? Not really, no. So what I'm worried about is his stats. What are his stats looking like? Now don't forget, if you look at the DB space and look at the highest power levels in the game, the 3 free-to-play ultras are the highest power levels in the game. So imagine the summonable one. And after all this stuff that's been revealed, he gets over 170% to damage inflicted, stops cover change, blast armor and everything, his unique gauge, carries on during the 50 move. I don't know where to begin and where to stop with this guy, but yeah, pretty much. I am looking so forward to this. This unit is going to be a staple of Dragon Ball Legends and what their true potential is in basically the form of units. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, the future of Dragon Ball Legends. And at that, it's been your boy Neo Kai, signing out.